I just read the full text of the peace agreements between Israel and the United Arab Emirates and the peace agreement between Israel and Bahrain. We have been told by leaks in the media that Israel had to agree to scrap the plan to apply sovereignty in Judea and Samaria, at least not until the end of 2024. Many of us who applauded the Trump presidency for pushing forward a diplomatic plan that recognized and approved Israel's right to apply sovereignty in our ancestral homelands of Judea and Samaria were extremely dejected to hear that giving up sovereignty was the price we had to pay. Yet, neither agreement includes any language stating that sovereignty has been canceled or even postponed. Not only that, the issue of Israel applying sovereignty or annexation is not mentioned at all in either agreement. So no, Israel is not paying the price of scrapping the application of sovereignty for these peace deals. It's been postponed for other reasons, which we'll find out one day. Even more than that, we have been told that these agreements return the two-state solution to the table, that the two-state solution was a condition for the deal with at least Bahrain. Yet, this demand as well is not mentioned at all in either agreement. Finally, the Israeli media has made Israeli Prime Minister look bad, reporting that he agreed for the US to sell F-35 planes, Air Force jets, to the United Arab Emirates. Regardless if that is a good thing or not, again, not what this video is about, but once again, they were reporting fake news. There is no language regarding the sale of F-35s in either agreement either. Rather, the signed agreements focus on peace and areas for cooperation between our countries, like peace agreements are supposed to be. Finally, I think it is critical that we all say thank you, not just to President Trump, but also to former President Obama. Even though Obama was the worst president ever, and especially hostile to Israel, it is due to Obama's horrendous nuclear deal with Iran that actually was the catalyst for the warming of relationships between Israel and the Sunni Muslim countries. Obama made the strategic decision for the US to ally with Iran instead of with Israel and the Sunni Muslim countries. Obama turned a blind eye to Iran's global terror activities and its continued efforts to destabilize neighboring countries in the Middle East. Obama gave Iran billions of dollars that allowed them to further their terror and destabilization efforts. The countries most endangered by Obama's pro-Iran policy were the Sunni Muslim countries in the Middle East and Israel, hence a warming of relationships. Therefore, it is thanks to Obama's despicable Iran policy of appeasement with Iran that drove the Sunni Muslim countries to develop relations with Israel in an effort to ally against the joint threat of the Shia Islamic regime of Iran. So, while we say thank you to President Trump for a true peace deal that deals with the actual issues of peace and cooperation, and thanks for the fact that the deals do not mention sovereignty or the two-state solution, we also have to say thank you to President Obama. Now, we just hope that Obama's horrendous Iran policy, which endangered the whole freedom-loving world, stays dead and buried and does not return to the White House, as Joe Biden plans to do if he would become president.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.